Welcome back, everyone. We are here with another LEGO Star Wars review on the LEGO Star Wars Luke Skywalker's X-Wing Mech. This is set 75390 with 196 pieces. Super excited about this set. I have a little sneak peek or hack I can show you about this set I've seen online. I also realized it when I was at the LEGO store. But it involves that X-Wing Luke minifigure and along with the X-Wing Luke minifigure keychain. Let's get right into it. Alrighty guys, so this is the box of the Luke Skywalker X-Wing Mech. I'm super excited about the set because I actually have been featuring a Luke Skywalker keychain in the background of my videos. One and only with the dual molded legs, so I actually have a solution to getting one and an actual minifigure. So if you take this set, which is a 6+ set, by the way, along with the other lines of the other mechs, you have the Luke Skywalker here as they show on the box, and then on the back side they will show the actual attachment for the lightsaber that Luke will come with right here, along with a blaster, and that is going to be a shooting blaster like we used to have on our blasters for minifigures. The lightsaber featured here for the actual mech, which I think looks kind of cool there. As you see here, there's a push tab to open the box, and we will get that open here. Inside of the Luke Skywalker mech set, we will have 1, 2, 3 bags, along with a 4th to finish it off, and I believe the minifigures in here, yes, and then along with these beautifully done, I saw on the box, those beautiful Rebel insignias. Well, it's just one. I think it's just one on the front of the actual mech. Instruction manual, of course, and then they put the blades separately. This is the actual lightsaber blade, and this is kind of like OG. It has that sort of looking with the bubbles in there, like the old lightsabers used to be. Not a frosted blade like you see with the new lightsabers. So that's kind of cool. The instructions here is going to be, what, 95, I think, pages. We will have 100 to complete there, featuring the new sets that also came out on that June 1st release, which I still haven't got a Captain Rex. Where I live currently, they're not on shelves still, guys. I've been wanting to do a review just to let you know. I can order one, and I may just end up doing that because it's just taking so long. I'm super excited to build this, so let's get right into the time lapse and get this complete so I can show you that cool feature with the Luke Skywalker. Went ahead and finished the actual build. This is Luke Skywalker in his mech. This looks actually beautiful. I do love the mech. I think the mechs are cool. They're obviously, they're not in Star Wars or lore, or they're just toys, I guess. I mean, all Lego is, and I think the mechs are super cool. I think they're fun. Collecting each of the mechs, and we'll be doing the review on the rest of those, but the Darth Vader and the Stormtrooper and Boba Fett, I think the idea of the mechs is cool, and it's a fun feature for kids. What I do think is that I'm kind of not a fan of how the Luke Skywalker has a blaster too. I understand in this point in Luke's life he wasn't fully a Jedi yet. It's just kind of clunky to have the blaster and a lightsaber. I think it's just pick one or do the other. I mean, you could just take it off and then have one, so that solves the problem there too. But I do love the build. The back side here, like featured on the box, you can have the lightsaber holding on that back little plate there. The X-Wing wings, of course, because it is the X-Wing mech, I think look awesome for what they are. The feet itself have a great stability and base to keep it up. I mean, you can do it in multiple looks and all sorts of stuff, and it's just staying up just fine. So I do love that they put the Rebel insignia there. And that is printed on, by the way, not a sticker, which is awesome, like you saw in the bag earlier. So that's kind of cool. I wouldn't put it past Lego to do a printed Rebel insignia in this set, but not in the expensive ones. It's kind of funny. But, I mean, at least we're getting one, right? So you can pull this off, feature it in a mock or something like that. But it is cool that we did get a printed Rebel set along with like the other printed Imperial logos and such. But overall, I do love the build. If you open up Luke, just like the other mechs that we have, he will pull out right there, and you can close it back up. Like I said, you have the lightsaber, that kind of OG blade, and then the blaster here, which is the push fire. I'm gonna shield it just like that, and there you are. Another mech, great with the other ones. I think a great addition to the mech line that they currently have. Nonetheless, it does come with the Luke that I said we have a sneak peek or a hack for, as long as you have the Luke's X-Wing minifigure on the keychain. Now, this minifigure is actually released already. This was in the UCS X-Wing for Luke Skywalker's X-Wing. And a lot of people want this minifigure because the quality in it is awesome with the dual molded legs and the arm printing, which this minifigure here does not feature, unfortunately. They did not add that Luke Skywalker into this set. So there is a little hack you can do, which is online as well if you want to look for this. But if you take off the arms on that Luke Skywalker that we get in this mech, along with the legs, and then we take off the legs from the Luke that we have from the X-Wing, the UCS X-Wing, we get it in a keychain form here. If you take this off here, and you can still keep the keychain because we're going to sub it out with the parts from this minifigure, so you still can keep the keychain and use the keychain. But if you go ahead and take this right here and just place his legs on from that keychain, as you can see here, we're actually going to be able to make that UCS Luke Skywalker from the actual X-Wing UCS set, which I think is awesome here because, like I said, we want this minifigure, but we don't want to spend $200 if you don't want that UCS set. Also, you can get it on Bricklink for almost the same price as these two sets combined. So this set here is $15, and then obviously the $6 minifigure. So if you put those two together, it's a lot cheaper than the $200 UCS X-Wing. So I like doing it this way. I don't know if I'll get the X-Wing, and I'm not getting it anytime soon. So, and now I have that UCS one, as I can open up this, and I can put him in there. And boom, what didn't you know? And then I still have this keychain without damaging that beautiful dual molded legs or arm printing. And you got it for the fresh little price. So yes, you can get the other one on Bricklink for cheaper than the actual set, but why not just get the mech and the keychain? That way you can just combine them. You can have a mech with that beautiful Luke Skywalker, and you can have a keychain to put on your keys to remember Luke Skywalker, and get the best of both worlds rather than just one minifigure for the price of this. So I'll put a picture of the pricing on Bricklink for that minifigure, but let's just go ahead and get into the end of the video. Alrighty guys, so overall I think this is a great set. Like I said, I do love the mech sets. I think they look great. The way that you can play with them if you are a kid, I think it's just a great thing that Lego made. I do love the figure that it came with. Not the dual molded Luke, so I'm covering it up, and the sidearm print. You're going to get this Luke right here, this version of the Luke. And I think he's awesome too. But I think you can go another step, $7 more, and get the real Luke that we all want. So I encourage everybody to do that. It's kind of a cool way that I figured it out. And then I checked online, I was not the only one. So super cool that they featured that Luke in there, yes, but I think you can get a better Luke with a couple more dollars spent at the Lego store. And overall, this set, I would probably give this one, honestly, for the mech lineup that we're getting, I think I'm going to give this one a 9.5 out of 10. The only reason why is because, personally, like I said, this just varies upon you as a collector. I think we should just be getting the dual molded Luke. I think this Luke should be featured in this set from the get-go. I don't think we should have to buy a keychain and do the mix and match. You can, of course, like I showed, but I think we should just have it in there. That's my biggest thing. The other thing is, I love the set, and you can take the blaster off, but the blaster with the lightsaber looks a little clunky on the build. Again, it's a kid's toy, and it's to play around and mess around with these mechs, so it looks awesome nonetheless. But I think it would be good just to have the lightsaber or just the blaster for Luke. Again, they're trying to be accurate to where Luke was in his lifetime at that point, so I totally understand that. Like I said, the big 0.5 is just the minifigure. We should have had the dual molded Luke in there, and people might be upset about this exclusivity. It is what it is, guys. People want their minifigures, and I think it should be fair for everybody that isn't willing to fork up $220 or $500 or $650 for minifigures. they should be able to just get them in a cheaper option for a smaller set. So that's a topic for a different day. If you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe down below. I will be coming out with more of these reviews on the mechs, so stay tuned for that. More of the June 1st that I haven't covered yet. A ton of more sets are coming out August 1st, so I'm trying to catch up as fast as I can, guys. So stay tuned for all of that, and we'll see you in the next one.